Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're going to be working today on the little gnome that we've been working on for several days. Today I have found some other paints, so whether they were part of... So let me just sort this tripod out. Seems to be... I don't really like these ball socket joints, but unfortunately this tripod comes with a ball socket joint. But what I've done is I've put a piece of paper here so we can catch the paint on it. And I thought it's either going to be out of these colours or these colours. And I've been having a look and I thought, well, we can't do green because green is basically near enough kaput. So what I've decided to do, I didn't really want to do a light blue because it's near enough two of the same colour near a time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this on, because his boots are red, I think I'm going to do a black base instead, or actually no, we'll give it a dark blue. We'll give it this lovely dark blue colour if we can, and we'll just give it... I can't get the lid off this. Oh, it's the other way. Would help. Wonder I couldn't get it off, but I thought, oh, that's dried up as well. Oh, see what I mean? That lid was shut, so how the hell are they drying? Oh my god, look at that. I don't think that's going to work. Maybe. Okay, see, there's something wrong with these paints because I had that lid firmly shut and somehow they're drying up. What I'll do then is I think we'll do... Let's have a see if we've got any red. Oh, yeah. I'm thinking red, it's got to be between red and black. He's got a black belt, so we could do, because he's got red and black, yeah, we'll do a black. So what we'll do, we'll try our best with these, but for some reason these paints seem to be drying up very quickly, but I'll give it... What I love about this brush is it's the right... Can you see? It just goes around there perfectly. So we'll brush that round there, like so. I've really been quite enjoying this, and obviously these little projects, I'm crap at painting, I'll be honest with that. So doing this really will help me to develop my skills and that. And then we'll get that round there, like so. See what I mean? It's the perfect type of brush because it just fits that gap perfectly. So what we'll do is we'll take it round a bit more. Now tomorrow you may have the fairy back. I'm not sure yet, because if this dries overnight, we'll give it 24 hours to dry. What I'd like to do is try to do, hang on a minute. And as you can see, because red has dried now, we can actually, because this is a dark colour, we can go over that perfectly. What I'd like to do tomorrow is just try and get another coat maybe done on this jacket, or try and do this beard. We've got a white there, so I may do his beard in white, but as you can see, that's gone on there lovely. Now what I've done is I've put the paper here because what I'd like to do is, we know when that's up like that, that's going to stick to the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to paint the base as well. Now this you can go like that, but I like to always do it in the one direction. So as you can see, like that. I don't like seeing like the white, so where possible I will do this. Now I've got various ones of these. I've got Simba, I've got a fairy, I've got a gnome. With all the paints that I get, I just pick my own colours. I don't necessarily follow their pattern, but as you can see, that's gone on there perfectly. So it's got a nice little black base. Now what we can do, if we're really careful, we can try and get inside this little crevice here and just really go around the edge here if we can. So like that. Just really go around here. It doesn't matter if you touch a little bit of the boot, because I think we'll take that up a little bit more. That's perfect. Now here we've got some sort of crevice, so just going to try and get in there as best I can. Now the reason I've put the paper there is so that it doesn't stick to my desk, because I don't really fancy sitting there scrubbing. So then we can go round here. Now you'll notice I'm not using all the brush here because I'd like to just use the corner bit there just to get into the crevices parts. Now I did want to do a green, but I think red and black go really well, and obviously if you've got black slabs in your garden then that's perfect. I've got a perfect place for this, and it's going to be going over Whittam because my mum has got a pond. So we're going to be doing, I think this will sit very nicely with the pond, but what I'd like to do, take that in a little bit, what I'd like to do, let me just finish this and then I'll explain what I'd like to do. Now we've gone up a little bit too much there, but we can go back over that with the red, hopefully. Now it will take a few coats because red is obviously much vibrant than black, but as you can see, oh, that's beautiful. What I'd like to do is, it's a shame he hasn't got a hand here, because if he had two hands like that, we could mod it so that he's got like he's holding a fishing rod going into the pond, but it is what it is, I'm afraid, on that one, unfortunately. So in this session, I think that's lovely. What we can do while we've got the black here is just see if we can go over a bit more of this belt, give it another coat or so, because you'll notice that it is a pow. It does get a bit of a pow. Sometimes some colours will come up paler. Now this brush is a little bit thick for this banding, but try our best there. We'll just take it around a bit more. There is some colour leakage there, but again, a couple of coats of yellow should sort that out. That way it gives it, you can see it's a lot more paler. So trouble is with me is I either put it on too thick or too thin. So I really got this project just to try and develop my skills a bit more. I'm not a very good painter, I'll be honest with you there. I either get it, as I said, too thick or too thin, or it goes over the line, or but it's something different, you know, something. When I moved in my house, I had to get my brother to paint the walls because I can't paint. But then I thought, well, I'll get a project like this and then it can really sort of help me to paint, sort of thing. So, and you can be really creative with these. You can do it all sorts of lovely colours. You don't necessarily have to copy their thing. Now, what I'd like to do in that, I'm still undebated, but I think I'll do a dark blue if we can, or I might do like a black. We don't want a black in there, but basically we need some sort of colour to fit that, maybe a green or a red. We don't want to have too many of the same colour because we're trying to make sure that they're all different colours here. So we've gone back over that, get a little bit more paint. I'm not fussed if I go over the hand because I'm going to put skin tone to that if I can. Unfortunately, when trying to mix the white and pink on his face, it went a little bit too pink, and we need to get that paler a bit if we can, which is a combination of white and pink. So when you mix them colours, it creates a little bit of hopefully some skin tone if we can. But I'm happy with that. It looks really good so far. Obviously, if you see patches like that, just if it looks a bit too thick, just go over like that, and it should take that out of thing. Now obviously on here, this is only the first coat, so what we can do with this is it will need time to dry, so it doesn't matter too much if the under here is a little bit paler or it's see-through because it's only the base. But yeah, so that'll be it for this session. I think the next session we'll do next Wednesday on this, we'll give it 24 hours to dry. I might work on the fairy tomorrow. And then what I'd like to do is use this white for this beard up here. However, remember that we had hair on the back. So obviously the hair will be blonde. And then obviously down here, I'm not going to do his hair the same colour as the beard. The beard is going to be white. We know that hair follicles around the face are white. Normally in a beard. Sometimes they can be a different colour. But I'd like to do a white beard around here. And then for his moustache, I'm thinking probably white, actually, maybe. Or I might do a green. No, what are we talking about? Green moustache? Hell no. But we might do a white or a blonde moustache. It depends. But I'm really happy with that so far. It's coming along nicely, and we can let that dry for 24 hours now. So that's lovely. So I hope you like that video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. As I said, I don't know why that's dried up. You saw that that lid was fully on, so I don't know why we're having such problems. See, the thing is with this, I'm sure it came, this one came with these 3 colours, which, as I'm sure you can appreciate, doesn't really give you a lot of colours. I mean, you can mix the colours. There are colour charts like this. So it tells you colour mixes equal, you know, what colours to mix to get them colours. But for me, I'd much rather get a strip like that than obviously try to squeeze colours out of this big pot here. But I'm really happy with that so far. We're going to keep it on the paper for that to dry. And what I tend to do is I tend to just paint all over here to try and get the try and get as much paint off this as possible, because putting it in water can be quite a challenge at times, trying to get it off. So yeah, but yeah, so that's what we'll do there. Really happy with that, and let's see what it looks like when it's dry. So I'll see you next week. It'll probably be on Tuesday again, but please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you want to get this, it is currently with the works. Hopefully you can still get it, because their things come and go like no tomorrow. But yeah, tomorrow I think we'll either do this, because this needs a lot more red on it, or what we might do is we might do this. Whoa! We might do this, get some more yellow on that, because yeah, Simba is yellow's colour, so we might do that, or we may do a bit of this. We may do a bit of crochet, because this is piling up and crochet is going to be coming onto this channel, but I've actually got issues up to 8 and 10 at the moment, so yeah, I've got issues 1 right the way up to 10, so 9 is somewhere on the floor down there. But yeah, we may get a start on this, because it would be nice to get started on that. But yeah, anyway, hope you like that. Really enjoying doing this painting project. Have a lovely day. Take care. Bye bye.